Greetings everyone. I am doing this video to respond to some questions that are being asked under some of these videos. And I think it's easier to just make a video and respond to it as opposed to going in the comment section. And to be honest with you, sometimes I can be very abrupt and what I have to say in that comment might be, come across as rude. So in this video, I'm going to try to explain. Now, also, I've been doing the last few videos because I'm trying to use Kim's name to make some money. Yeah, Kim name is a money maker. And so I want to use her story to make some money. You have a problem with that? If you have a problem with that, I ask you to write a letter to YouTube and tell them that I said I am trying to make some money on a story that is out on the internet. All right? Now, someone said, why would Kim want to stay married to Boo? Or why didn't she divorce him? Let me see if I can remember the question. She says, if he was so bad, right? I think if Boo was so terrible, why did Kim want to stay married to him? Yes, that was it. And I did respond briefly to that person and I said, well, what would be the sense in divorcing Boo at a time when she had a conditional visa? Does that even make any sense? And someone else mentioned why Boo didn't come forward and speak to defend himself. And let me tell you, another person that asked me, if I switch my position. But you all have to understand that we are not, our mind is not one dimensional. It shouldn't be. And because you come to defend somebody, it doesn't mean that you can't come and correct them or you can't come and question them. That is the problem with a lot of persons. So someone said that she didn't agree with me in this case as she didn't agree with me in the Color Smith case. And one of the reasons why, and I'm assuming a lot of you are Jamaicans, why you feel that way, and it's the same reason why politicians take you all and stand on you and grind you to pieces because you give your commitment to people and you are afraid to ask questions, or even when you clearly see something isn't right, because you want to show that you're loyal. I'm not loyal to nobody at all except God. Not even God, because sometimes I do things and say things and question God, even though the Great Spirit has shown me time and time again that my best interest is all that is needed. I still question God. So I want to say to people who are new, because the old people don't need to hear this again, is that I will change my mind. I am not the type of person, if I come out and make a statement, if it is a spiritual one, if it is something based on discernment, I'm sticking with it. But if it's just my opinion, I am prepared to change my mind when I see evidence that contradict what I am saying. So because I'm supporting someone, it doesn't mean that I won't change my mind or ask questions or appear to be saying something opposing to what I said before. Okay? Now, in terms of Boo, I started gaining respect for him when I see he didn't come out and say anything. My respect for him, I'm sorry, went from maybe 10 to 100. Because it don't take some boy, some girl to be able to see all that negativity and not run out. We see it all the time. We see people always coming to defend themselves. But there's a lot going on that doesn't meet the eye. And you see, Chris, you're coming out and you're doing your thing. But if I was you and your family, I'd pray for my sister and not worry about people who are just making content and making money, just like she is. If I was you and your mama, I would go down on my knees and pray, yeah, for safety, for love, for peace. It is not the time to come out with arrogance. No, this is a spiritual and a discerning thing that I'm saying. Because you see, Kim has a bear on her back, a wounded bear. I saw that in my dream. A wounded bear that she's carrying. And even though she make it seem like she's okay with this bear riding her back, she's terrified, or she ought to be. All right? I leave that for now. The fact that her husband did not come out and say anything is a test of his strength and his character. And it doesn't matter what I say about somebody or my first opinion of somebody. When you see this man present himself, first and foremost, he has shown aggression in the past. But now he's silent. That's strength, and it is more than just strength. Okay? This is not the time for arrogance. This is not the time to attack people who are just either trying to make money or trying to ask questions. So, to the person, I think your name is Pauline. I know you're a bit confused because you said I flip flop, but I do that all the time. I'm a student, and I'm always learning, always researching, and I always question. That's what makes me a great student. That's what makes me a fabulous teacher. Because I see what some people don't see. So in the classroom, I present a curriculum and I observe. I can tell you what goes on in an infant's mind because I observe them. I question things and I don't know or won't profess to know everything. And there are times when there are things in front of me and it takes me a while to make the connection. So I'm slowly making the connection with the story. And let me tell you, this is soap opera at its finest. Let me tell you. Okay, guys? Don't sleep on this one. Don't sleep on Kim. Don't sleep on Boo. Don't sleep on none of the story as it unfolds because there's so much more. It's very intricate. Okay? I don't know any of these people, so I am not emotionally involved. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I don't know them. If they met me, they probably wouldn't even want to say hi to me. You know what I mean? So I'm not emotional about it. I'm just looking at things as they unfold. And that video, oh my gosh, this thing on the internet, remember, whatever you put out there comes back. And sometimes it makes more sense. So the video where Kim is in the car talking to Boo about her desire for child, it cleared up some things for me too, because I was like, oh my gosh, he lied to the girl. He deceived her. He probably didn't tell her that he was unable to. But based on the conversation in that car, Kim knew he couldn't. And yet it was not a problem because she said her maternal instinct didn't kick in. OMG. So they played each other in some respect, but he didn't seem like he played her with that one because she said at first she didn't care, but then she cared because she knew. I can always use that as my story. Very interesting. I'm going to see if I can find it and put it under this video. But so if people say, why are you questioning things, or why don't you leave it alone, or why don't you make your own content? I don't want to. Why would I go waste time? Yeah? Make content when content is out here available for me. You know what I mean? Why reinvent the wheel when I want to make a quick buck? Isn't that what this is we're doing? I want to make a quick buck. Kim, let me tell you something, girl. You're a queen. And when it comes to money, you're always going to have money because the energy of money is attached to you. You attract it and you know how to. So do your thing. Do. I'm trying to do the same thing too. There's another thing that I would want to discuss, but not in this video. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying the view with my garden. Chris, I didn't get a chance to listen to your last video, but it seemed like you're vexing it again because you said something about all things break loose since her pregnancy or her announcement of her pregnancy. And I'm paraphrasing, but that I'm gonna check it out later. Yeah, you're right. Because a lot of persons, you see, people live vicariously through others, and oftentimes we give people this burden of being our role model. And then when they disappoint, just as it is with black people and politics, they have these ones that they put up on a mantle and, or just a podium to represent them. And they get disappointed when they feel like the representation is not the one they were looking for. But their loyalty to the person, keeps them coming back, and they don't know they can try other people. You're not giving me what I want, so therefore I don't have to be loyal to you, or I don't have to be, a staunch this or that. I'm not a staunch this or that. I watch people, I like them, I like him, but that doesn't mean I won't question her, especially when I like you. I am going to scrutinize you when I like you. Yeah, to make sure I'm not wasting my time, you know giving my time and my energy. If I don't like you, I don't watch you. The moment I start feeling like you're not a good person, I'm done with you. So as long as I'm still talking about her and looking at her situation and examining, I like her. I like to split justice, and I think it's Kim's time to be on the seat, to be cross-questioned, because she told her story and we never had a chance to hear the person who is being maligned, and therefore she has to go through cross-examination, and at this point she cannot plead the fifth. Stay blessed, everyone.